led to a lot of foul trouble for some of the key guys they were up against, so we can't forget about that part of it either.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Here's the kid. He's guarded by Jennings. Good.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Got a piece of it. Down low. Ingram passes to Burks. 5 on the clock. From deep. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. And the Timberwolves with possession. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. For Utah, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Jennings wide open. Misses the chippy right there. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's the kid. The rebound by Brandon Jennings.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Burks dishes to Jennings. Here's Favors. It's deflected. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Wiggins. Nails the 16-footer. Wiggins has got 8 points. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Burks pulls it in. Burks has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Feeds to Jennings. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
And frankly, I mean, that was sloppy play on the other side's part, but not all of it. They put the screws to him, that's for sure.
He got right to the cup using that screen.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Here's Whiteside. Another miss by Utah. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Out to the wing. Here's the kid. And the 3 ball is good. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Outside a screen. Outside Jennings. To the wing right side. Hood kicks to Jennings. Fires the 3. Hood gets the bucket.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
To the paint, and stolen by Hood. Outside Jennings. He dishes it to Whiteside. No good. Timberwolves leading by 4. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I caught up with the head coach for Utah. He knows they're up against a team that plays best when they're getting to the rim. He told me that their #1 concern is going to be sliding over to help on any drives and closing up any lanes to the hoop as quickly as possible. Good rotation is key, guys.
Thanks, Doris.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Ball stolen. Here's Mirotic, rebounded by the Jazz.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Nato, covered by Mirotic. Nato, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Timberwolves shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. The kid passes to Gardner. To the inside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Such a wide open look. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And he gets it to go. Hood's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Jazz.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
And that one's good. Glover.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Zeke, and it's Vasquez in for the kid.
Anthony Morrow. Vasquez.
On defense, the Timberwolves leading by 5. It's tipped.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Good on the second free throw. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Vasquez with it. Inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Back to Whiteside. 1:14 left to play here in the first. Just 5 on the clock. Nato, a baseline J, and he hits the jumper for 2. Withy's got his first basket.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Over to the left wing. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And there's the feed to Withy. Fades and shoots. Whiteside, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Mirotic kicks to Morrow. Vasquez. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
For Utah, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Glover. 9 points last game out. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Minnesota foul.
Utah shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
That one is no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by... Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them, the way they swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Or handball.
Either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
And so in the game for the Jazz, the forwards are Hayward and Favors. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Rudy Gobert. And Hayward gets it to go.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Vasquez dishes to Wiggins. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. And that's now 10 points for Andrew Wiggins.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now, here's Burks, covered by Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. To the wing on the left. Dishes it to Morrow. And it's off from three-point range. Burks with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Nato takes it off the glass. He has 5.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Carter, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Now in the lineup for the Jazz.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Favors can't get it to go for Minnesota. They've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. The dish to Burks. Drops in the tray. Burks has got 6. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And the foul called on Vasquez. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Z's checked in for Mirotic. And it's Powell in for Vasquez. And a switcher also for Utah. Jennings is checked in.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I'll tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Well, just take a look at what Wiggins has done tonight. 10 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Utah's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Jennings kicks to Favors, to the paint. And again, Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got 4 this quarter.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Lets it go from 11, and Utah again with the bucket.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Gobert the screen. Jennings passes to Favors. It's back to Jennings. And Gobert kicks to Burks. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Wiggins. Goes up, and he goes in for the dunk.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game.